The Galactic Council chambers fell silent as Admiral Zexithera's words echoed through the crystalline halls. The assembled representatives from 47 species shifted uncomfortably in their various forms of seating, breathing apparatus, and environmental suits. "Suicide mission," the Admiral repeated, her voice carrying the weight of inevitable doom. "That's what every military strategist in the galaxy has called it. The Devourers have consumed 12 star systems in as many cycles. Their next target is the Kepler Nexus, the largest civilian evacuation hub in known space. 7 billion souls from 30 different species." Ambassador Veltron of the Hegemony clicked his mandibles nervously. "Even our combined fleets wouldn't stand a chance. The Devourers' bioships adapt to every weapon we've thrown at them. They learn, they evolve, they consume. Which is why," Admiral Zexithara continued, "we've determined that the only viable strategy is a direct assault on their core vessels using experimental quantum torpedoes. The mission requires a skeleton crew to penetrate their formations, breach their primary ships, and detonate the weapons from within." She paused, letting the implications sink in. "No ship has ever returned from within a Devourer formation. No one." The chamber erupted in a cacophony of alien languages, clicks, whistles, electronic harmonics, and subsonic vibrations, all expressing the same sentiment: despair. "Then we evacuate what we can and fall back to the outer rim," suggested Council. Member Hypothon, his massive form casting shadows across the chamber floor. "We rebuild. We find another way." 7 billion beings, Admiral Zexithara said quietly. "The evacuation ships can't possibly move them all in time. We're talking about sacrificing entire civilizations." That's when the human delegation's representative stood up. Captain Sarah Chen looked remarkably small compared to the towering aliens around her. Humanity had only joined the Galactic Council 3 cycles ago, and many still viewed them as the upstart species from a backwater system, but something in her posture made the chamber gradually fall silent. "Admiral," she said, her voice clear and steady, "you mentioned this mission requires volunteers." Zexithara blinked her 3 eyes in sequence. "Captain Chen, I don't think you understand. This isn't a mission with low survival odds. This is a mission with 0 survival odds. The volunteers would be flying into the heart of a Devourer fleet with the sole purpose of dying in a very specific way." Chen nodded. "I understand perfectly. Where do we sign up?" A ripple of confusion passed through the chamber. Translator devices worked overtime as various species tried to process what they'd just heard. "Captain," Veltron interjected, "perhaps your translation matrix is malfunctioning. The Admiral just explained that whoever takes this mission will die, not might die. Will die." "My translation matrix is working fine," Chen replied calmly. "Admiral, how many ships do you need for this mission?" Admiral Zexithara consulted her datapad. "Our strategists estimate 12 vessels, minimum. Each, equipped with a quantum torpedo and piloted by a 3-being crew capable of 36 volunteers total," Chen interrupted. "You'll have them within the hour." The chamber exploded into chaos. Representatives from dozens of species began talking at once, their words translated into a bewildering array of expressions of disbelief, confusion, and concern. "This is madness," Hypothon's booming voice cut through the noise. "No species willingly sends its people to die." Chen turned to face the assembled council, and something in her expression made them listen. "Honorable representatives, let me tell you about humanity. We're not the strongest species in the galaxy. We're not the smartest, or the fastest, or the most technologically advanced. But we have something that apparently makes us unique among the stars." She gestured to her datapad, and holographic displays filled the air above the assembly. "These are historical records from our homeworld. Here you see humans running into burning buildings to save strangers. Here humans throwing themselves on explosive devices to protect their comrades. Here, humans sailing into storms to rescue people they've never met. And here, the display shifted to more recent images. Humans volunteering for one-way missions to Mars knowing they'd never see Earth again. just to expand our knowledge and secure our future. The chamber had gone completely quiet. Even the environmental system seemed to have hushed. We call it being human, Chen continued. When someone needs to stand between the innocent and the darkness, when someone needs to hold the line, when someone needs to make the ultimate sacrifice so others can live, humans step forward. It's not that we're not afraid, it's that fear doesn't stop us from doing what's right. She looked directly at Admiral Zexthera. 7 billion beings are counting on us. Children who want to grow up. Parents who want to see their offspring take first steps. Elders who want to pass on their wisdom. They don't need the strongest or the smartest to save them. They need volunteers who won't hesitate when death calls. Admiral Zexthera stared at the human for a long moment. You're serious. Deadly serious. And, Admiral, make it 15 ships instead of 12. Humans always like to bring backup plans. By the time the emergency session ended, the human delegation had received over 3,000 volunteer applications from across the human colonies. Men and women, young and old, from every walk of life and every corner of human space, all asking the same question. Where do we sign up? As Captain Chen walked through the corridors toward the docking bays, she was joined by Admiral Zexthera. Captain, I have to ask, how do you explain this willingness to die for strangers? Chen smiled, an expression that somehow managed to be both sad and fierce. Admiral, humans learned long ago that the only way to defeat monsters is to have people willing to become heroes. The universe is vast and dark and full of terrible things. But it's also full of people worth saving. And as long as humans draw breath, no one faces the dark alone. Within 6 hours, 15 human ships departed for the Kepler Nexus. Within 18 hours, the Devourer fleet was nothing but cosmic debris. And 7 billion beings learned that sometimes when the galaxy calls something impossible, humans just call it Tuesday.